Okay, so a couple of days ago, my internet friend, are you my friend Liam? My internet buddy, my fellow vlogger Liam, had a good idea. I did a video with 10 ideas to do with VEDA if you're running out of ideas. Now I'm not running out of ideas, but I decided to use it anyway. Though I'm not going to be using them in order, nor am I going to be using them all in April. This is number 2 on his list. I'll put a link to his video below. So here we go. So his second question was, what did you want to be when you grow up, when you were a kid? I don't think it was worded exactly like that. But when I was in preschool, I actually wanted to be a firefighter because we went to the fire station as a class and we got to sit in the fire truck and stuff. So I'm like, I want to be a firefighter. Yeah, no, that dream didn't last very long. Then I think I wanted to be a teacher at some point. I can't remember when that started or ended. But yeah, I wanted to be a teacher for a while. I know I wanted to be a singer at some point, which is funny because I've never really had any singing talent, but who knows, maybe I'll still become a singer. Then in I think 6th or 7th grade, I decided I wanted to be an archaeologist. I was really interested in Egypt at the time. I loved reading books about it, watching things on the History Channel because we didn't have Disney back then. Well, I mean, Disney was there, but we didn't have the channel. And I was like, oh, it's perfect because I can use archaeology to find artifacts that are biblical and stuff and help people believe in God. And then I realized that Egypt is hot and I don't like the heat, so I'm not going to be an archaeologist. Also, not a huge fan of history, so I'm not really sure why I wanted to be an archaeologist. So I can't really remember what else I wanted to do between archaeology and high school. That doesn't make any sense. But I think at some point I was thinking, well, I could do teaching, you know. My mom's a teacher, so something I was interested in. In 10th grade, I started helping in the preschool at my school. It was a class. So I'm like, oh, I could teach early education, be a preschool teacher. And then I started thinking about special education because we were helping in the high needs room. So special education, and I got really interested in linguistics. I read a really cool book about it, and I was like, I'll become a linguist, or something like that, or a speech-language pathologist, or something. Still thinking about all those, by the way, the special education, the something to do with linguistics. Not really preschool anymore, but it's one thing on the list. And then in around, I don't remember when, at some point I realized that I really like video editing. So now I'm thinking, well, you know, I could do something along the lines of video production. And right now, as of now, I would say my dream career would be to be a stay-at-home mom and do freelance video editing, which I realize might not be the most practical considering, you know, there's not a lot of people who will pay to get their videos edited right now, but I don't know. If I could have a career, I think that's what I would want right now, but we'll see. That will probably change. My mind changes all the time. I mean, really, who knows where my life is going. But last weekend, I went to a church event called Not Your Normal Career Day. At a couple points, it was called Not Your Typical Career Day, but I'm pretty sure it's normal. Not Your Normal Career Day. So we were just talking about like the gifts and abilities that God gave us and how we can use them to serve others. Now, it didn't tell me what to do with my life, unfortunately. It'd be awesome if it did, but it gave me some things to think about. Like, what are my gifts? How can I serve God with those? How can I use my gifts to serve others? Which gifts and abilities do I have? I don't know what to do with my life, but I do know that I have various gifts and abilities and that I could probably do okay in a variety of careers. So yeah, I'll be using all of Liam's ideas in upcoming videos. Again, link in the description. Bye bye, see you tomorrow.